that most women don't fully understand. See, every man can lay next to you. Every man can hold you, kiss you, touch you. But not every man can love you in that space. Because when a man is truly in love, the bedroom stops being about the body and starts being about the bond. That's when everything changes. When a man truly loves you, the way he touches you changes. It's not about desire anymore. It's about connection. You can feel it in the smallest gestures, the way his hand rests on your back, the way he brushes your hair aside, the way his eyes follow you with care. When a man is deeply in love, his touch becomes communication. It's not loud, not demanding. It's gentle, it's steady, and it says things his words can't. You see, when a man's heart gets involved, everything about him slows down. He's not chasing a moment, he's building an experience. He's not trying to impress you, he's trying to connect with you on a level that words can't reach. Most women don't realize this shift right away. They're used to men who move fast, who see intimacy as a finish line. But when a man falls deeply in love, the finish line disappears. It's not about winning, it's about staying. His hands no longer rush, they linger. His embrace doesn't fade when the moment ends, it deepens. Because love changes the way a man gives himself. It's not about the physical anymore. It's about the emotional, the spiritual, the unspoken bond that turns every touch into a form of reassurance. He's telling you you're safe here. You're seen. You're valued. And that right there is the difference between a man who wants you and a man who loves you. When a man touches you with love, you'll notice something. He pays attention to how you respond. He watches your eyes, listens to your breath, and notices the little things that others would overlook. He's not just there, he's present. He's trying to understand what makes you feel loved, not just what makes you react. And that presence, that focus, that's what separates real intimacy from moments of desire, because when love walks into a man's life, it teaches him patience. It teaches him that the best parts of connection don't come from rush or force. They come from presence, intention, and heart. You'll see it in his tenderness too, the way he traces his fingers across your skin, not because he has to, but because he wants to. He's memorizing you, feeling the warmth of your presence, reminding himself that this moment isn't about the world outside. It's about the two of you. That kind of touch carries peace, not pressure. It speaks of care, not control. Because a man who loves you isn't trying to take, he's trying to give. And when he's in love, that giving becomes natural. His touch will also become protective. It's not the kind of protection that says, you're mine. It's the kind that says, you're safe with me. When a man loves you, he guards your comfort like it's sacred. He wants you to know that with him, you don't have to pretend, you don't have to perform, you can just be. And that's what love does to a man's touch. It turns it into a language of trust. Every stroke, every embrace, every quiet moment becomes his way of saying, I'm here. I'm not leaving. You matter to me. Because when a man is deeply in love, Touching you isn't about pleasure. It's about connection, respect, and the kind of devotion that doesn't fade when the lights go out. It's about creating a space where you both can be real, raw, and honest, where his touch feels like home. A man in love becomes vulnerable in ways most people never see. You might think men are always strong, confident, and put together, but when love walks into a man's heart, it softens him. It makes him show sides of himself that he spent years trying to hide. The bedroom becomes more than just a place of physical closeness. It turns into a safe space where he can finally let his guard down. When a man is deeply in love, he doesn't just share his body, he shares his soul. That's something rare because men are taught not to show weakness, not to expose the parts of themselves that feel uncertain, afraid, or emotional. But love breaks down those walls, and in that quiet space, he allows himself to be seen fully and truthfully. When a man loves you, he'll start doing things in bed that have nothing to do with passion and everything to do with emotion. He'll hold you afterward, not because he's tired, but because he doesn't want the moment to end. He'll rest his head on your chest and just breathe you in. He'll whisper things he's never said to anyone else, things that come straight from his heart. And sometimes he won't say anything at all. He'll just stay close because being near you feels like peace. That's the kind of vulnerability love brings out in a man. It's not weakness, it's surrender. It's his way of saying, I trust you with the parts of me I've never trusted anyone with before. Most men walk through life with a mask on. They laugh, they joke, they keep things light because showing emotion feels risky. But when a man truly falls in love, that mask starts to slip away. He starts to reveal his insecurities, his fears, his doubts, not because he wants you to fix them, but because he wants you to know him. And that's one of the most powerful things a man can give a woman, his truth. He might tell you about the things that scare him, the dreams he's never spoken, or the pain he's carried alone. And when he does that, he's not just opening up, he's giving you his heart. In bed, you'll see this vulnerability in the smallest ways. The way he looks at you after everything, searching your eyes for reassurance. The way he lets silence sit comfortably between you. The way he traces his fingers along your skin, not out of desire, but out of tenderness. He'll ask questions like, you okay? Or you feel good? Because your comfort matters more than his ego. That's love showing through. That's a man saying, I care more about your heart than I do about my pride. Love changes a man's energy. It makes him softer without making him weak. It makes him careful without making him distant. In that quiet, private space, you'll see a man who doesn't need to be perfect. He just needs to be real. And that kind of realness, that willingness to be seen and to stay, even when it feels vulnerable, is what love looks like when a man finally lets his heart be touched. When a man is truly in love, he becomes attentive in ways that reveal the depth of his feelings. He starts noticing things he never paid attention to before, the rhythm of your breathing, the way your hands move when you talk, the quiet changes in your mood. In bed, that attention becomes even more powerful. It's no longer about what he wants. It's about what you need. He watches, listens, and learns you. He becomes in tune with your comfort, your emotions, your silence. He starts to understand that love isn't about performing or proving something. It's about being present, about making sure the woman he loves feels safe, appreciated, and understood. A man who's deeply in love doesn't rush intimacy. He takes his time because your happiness matters to him. He wants to know that every touch feels right, that you're emotionally connected, that you're both in the same moment. His goal isn't just pleasure, it's connection. He wants to know you're comfortable, that your heart feels at ease, and that you trust him enough to let your guard down. That's when love speaks the loudest, not through words, but through presence. Because love makes a man care about the small things, the temperature of the room, the way he holds you afterward, the little gestures that say, I'm here, I see you, and I want you to feel good. When a man loves you, he listens with his body as much as his heart. He senses when you're tired, when you need closeness, or when you just need silence. His focus shifts from himself to you, not out of obligation, but out of genuine care. He wants to understand what makes you smile, what makes you relax, what brings you peace. And when you feel that energy from him, that quiet awareness, it's proof that his love runs deep. He's not just participating in a moment. He's building a connection that feels sacred. Because for a man in love, the act itself isn't about desire, it's about devotion. Even after the moment passes, his attentiveness doesn't fade. He'll pull you closer instead of turning away. He'll ask, you okay? Or kiss your forehead like it's his favorite thing in the world. He'll take care of the small details, covering you with a blanket, holding your hand, or staying awake just to watch you drift off. That's not routine, that's affection in its purest form. That's him saying, your peace matters more than my pride, because when a man loves you, your comfort becomes his priority. His attentiveness is how he expresses love without needing to say it. He doesn't have to use grand gestures or dramatic words. His actions do the talking, the way he stays close, the way he studies you with soft eyes, the way he moves in rhythm with your emotions. That's love showing itself in the quietest, most intimate form. It's not loud, it's not forced, it's steady, thoughtful, and deeply real. Because when a man is truly in love, he listens not just to your words, but to your heart, and he makes sure every part of you feels seen and cherished. When a man is deeply in love, even silence carries meaning. There's a certain kind of quiet that falls between two people who are connected by more than just attraction. It's a silence that feels safe, full, and alive. In bed, that silence says more than any words could. It's not awkward, it's not empty, it's peace. It's the kind of silence where your hearts talk even when your mouths don't. When a man truly loves you, he doesn't feel the need to fill every second with noise or conversation. Sometimes he'll just hold you close, breathe you in, and let the moment speak for itself. That quiet tells you everything, that he's content, that he feels at home. That being with you is enough. There's something powerful about the way a man looks at you in those silent moments. He's not studying you. He's admiring you. His eyes soften, his energy calms, and you can feel it in the air. He's not thinking about the world outside, not about problems, not about anything else. Just you. That's how you know he's in love. Because when a man's heart is truly invested, the noise of life fades away. The only thing that matters is the presence of the person he loves. And in that silence, he finds peace. That kind of quiet intimacy is rare. Most people mistake love for excitement, passion, intensity. And yes, those things matter. But deep love has another side, a calm side. It's when a man can lie next to you and say nothing, but still feel completely connected. It's when the warmth of your skin, the rhythm of your breathing, and the softness of your presence become enough to make him feel whole. That's not lust, that's love. Lust needs stimulation. Love just needs closeness. It's not about what's happening, it's about who's there. Sometimes, in that silence, he'll reach out and trace his fingers down your arm,